Ohayo gozaimasu! I'm about to take a bullet train for the first time because we're going to Kyoto!
I am sure you've heard it before, but Kyoto, although not a top destination for watches, is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It was the capital of Japan for 1,000 years, and it is still the center of traditional culture. In this episode, we will explore all the best temples in this amazing city, eat delicious local food, and check out the local watch brand that's capturing everyone's attention. The bullet train from Tokyo to Kyoto takes just over 2 hours, and it passes right by Mt Fuji, which you will be able to see if you are luckier than us. At the station, we got some sushi and croquettes to eat on the train. For dessert, something that might sound odd, but it is really delicious: a fruit sando, a sandwich filled with cream and fruits. The ride is super quiet and smooth, so it's the perfect time to unwind. Once in Kyoto, we grab a taxi to our accommodation for the next couple of days. This is a Machiya, a traditional wooden townhouse that defined the architecture of Kyoto's city center. Asia is a big fan.
Oh my god. Oh, they have like little, thingies for us here. Oh my gosh, how cute! Hi. How cute! Oh my god, it's even cuter than the photos. Oh my gosh.
Where's it go?
This is exactly how I want my house to be.
Oh, this is the sleeping room for 2 people. Oh, I think because we selected to sleep. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh. Can I open this? Sure you can. Okay, we explored it all. The next morning, we are ready for some action, but first, breakfast at Rokujuan. This suggestive cafe is over 100 years old. It used to be the house of Imao Keinen, a Shijo-style painter from the Meiji era, famous for bird and flower. It is a little oasis of peace in the city. We order and enjoy the view in silence. Finally, our breakfast is here. This is Warabi, a visually stunning Warabi mochi, rice cake filled with edible flowers. It has a really refreshing texture, and it tastes amazing dipped in the accompanying brown sugar syrup and soybean flour. Their signature dish though is a savory duck rice porridge called kamogayo. The rice is prepared using a rich, flavorful duck stock. The duck breast is cooked to perfection, and all the pickles just balance out the dish. Delicious. Too small for me though. I wish there was more. Fueled up, we are ready for our first adventure.
Doesn't she look like the nicest, most timid, sweetest girl ever? She's a devil. We already had a fight this morning. What you gonna say?
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu.
What you gonna say in your defense? Be careful, guys. These girlies, they come after you. They take all of your time. They all of a sudden you're in a kimono in Kyoto and you don't know what's happening.
We are heading northeast to explore one of Kyoto's main attractions, Philosopher Path. This cherry tree-lined path next to a canal connects a series of beautiful temples. Asia got us kimono rentals for the day.
Well, one thing about kimono is that they wrap you up really tight, so you can't take long strides. So that's why whenever you watch like Shogun or whatever, they're walking like this because you literally can't take any steps that are wider than this. So she also gave me some tips for walking in these. If you're a man, you can like pretty much do whatever you want, but she said here you have to like kind of walk inwards like that. Just a little tip for anyone choosing to rent a kimono for a day.
Okay, the first temple on the path is Jisho-ji, the Temple of Shining Mercy. Initially built as a retirement villa, it was converted to a temple over 500 years ago. It is famous for its Zen gardens and for Ginkakuji, the silver pavilion, which, as you can see, is not actually silver. But it is called this way due to its connection to the golden pavilion across town that we will explore later. Done with Shijoji, we slowly start strolling along Philosopher's Path. It is incredibly peaceful and idyllic. During the springtime, the cherry blossoms cover the canal with flowers.
I was just walking.
What are we gonna do?
Fantastic turn of events. My shoe broke. So I'll be trying to fix it.
Makes it a bit better.
I feel like that's all I'm saying this whole vlog.
Yeah.
There are so many amazing temples here, but one that I think is very underrated is Zenrin-ji, the temple of the forest of Zen. It has these complex wooden corridors overseeing the forest that feel straight out of a Ghibli movie, and also a pond lined with maple trees that blaze red in the fall. Once done with Philosopher's Path, we grab a cab to Kiyomizu-Dera, the pure water temple, one of the most famous and scenic temples in Kyoto. Completely built without nails. It towers a full 13 meters above the ground.
So heavy.
Are we done with temples for today?
I'm done with the kimono for the day, actually.
Just for today?
So let's get out of them and finally go downtown to look at some watches. So, in central Kyoto, there are two covered shopping arcades, Teramachi and Shinkyu-goku. These parallel streets are sort of the shopping hub of the city, with many restaurants and stores. Back on Teramachi, you will find the atelier of Kuoe, a Kyoto vintage-inspired Microbrand established in 2020 by Kenji Uchimura. If you're into watches and like Japan, you have probably heard of it already. It has become incredibly popular with locals and tourists alike, so the store is always pretty packed. Their offerings are split into two. You have the standard All Smith range and the premium Royal Smith collection. Let's start with the All Smith. The 35mm All Smith 90001 was Kuoe's first model, and it is still its most affordable piece at $365. It is powered by a Seiko quartz movement and it has a sleek, minimalist design that makes it really versatile. Kuoe's second model was the automatic All Smith 90002 for $530. Available in both 35 and 38mm, it is inspired by British military watches of the 40s. It has an interesting textured dial with Arabic numerals that make it a great daily watch with a rustic but elegant feel. For an extra $30, it is also available in bronze, which will patina beautifully with use if that's your thing. Then we have the newer 35mm All Smith 90007, a dressier watch priced at $580 that tries to replicate the charm of classic 1930s watches with a small second subdial, elegant numerals and two delicate leaf hands, all powered by an automatic Miyota movement. Now, let's move over to the more premium Royal Smith collection. First up is the 35mm Royal Smith 90006, which sells for $680. This more refined model has multiple upgrades over the old Smiths. First, it uses a more premium high-beat Miyota movement, but aesthetically the most striking difference is the waffle texture dial that reminds me of vintage Rolex Datejusts. Next, my favorite watch from the brand, the 35mm Royal Smith 90008, also available for $680. There are many things I really like about this watch. The cushion case looks straight out of the 40s. Not many other brands offer this shape these days. But the dial is the real standout. It has a nice soft texture and elegant applied brigade numerals. Overall, a great unique package. The 35mm Royal Smith 19010 is currently the brand's most popular model, and it is often sold out. Priced at $850, this triple calendar watch is really beautiful. It takes what I liked about the 008 and puts it in a format reminiscent of the mid-century chronos that most collectors love. Recently, Kuoe has also launched their first diver with a new collection, 38mm Sombrero 90-011. Also priced at $850, it is quite a bold and unique take for being the first diver the brand offers. The dial has this linen texture that's usually seen on vintage dress watches. But something that really sets Kuoe apart for me is the level of customization that they offer. Most watches come in many different colors, and also at the boutique, by asking the staff, you will be able to try whatever bracelet or strap with any watch. They even offer a butterfly buckle, which is pretty nice. I personally really like Kuoe. It is a great brand that offers that vintage look and feel without having to deal with the headaches of owning vintage at affordable prices. If you throw in potentially buying it in Kyoto while on a memorable trip, it makes the perfect souvenir. If you can make it to Japan, they also ship internationally. But please note it will be a bit more expensive because of shipping and duties. A short train ride from Kyoto lies Nara, a town famous these days for its domesticated deers that will eat straight from your hands. But it used to be the capital of Japan in 700 DC, during the Nara period, and it is the place that served as the basis for the spread of Buddhism through Japan. But let's be honest, for most tourists the deers are the main attraction. At the park, you can buy these crackers called shika senbei. Over time the deers have learned to bow in exchange for this little treat. You see, deers are really important to this sacred place, as they're considered messengers of the gods in Shinto tradition. In the middle of the park, there is one of the most impressive temples in all of Japan, Todai-ji. Built in 700 DC as the head for all provincial Buddhist temples in the country, it played a major role in early Japanese Buddhism and politics. Its influence was so great that the capital was eventually moved from Nara to reduce its power. It used to be the largest wooden structure in the world, and it houses the Daibutsu, a 15 meters tall bronze statue of the Vairocana Buddha. It's a really breathtaking place. At the back of the temple, there is this thick column with a hole at the base. It is said that if you manage to squeeze through, you will achieve enlightenment in the next life. For lunch, we're having a local specialty at Hiraso. We are eating Kakinoha sushi, a very old and traditional kind of sushi right from Nara, served pressed in persimmon leaves. It has a very earthy and mellow taste. It is quite different from normal sushi. Delicious. For our last day, we're back exploring Kyoto. This time, we're heading to the northwest corner of the city. Our first stop is the legendary Rokujuan, the Deer Garden Temple, mostly known as Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion. This gold leaf-covered structure was initially a villa for an important family, but it was then purchased by Shogun Ashika Yoshimitsu in the 14th century. It was converted into a Zen temple in 1408 after his death. It is one of Japan's most scenic locations, with the shining temple reflecting onto the still pond.
Okay, let's try. You need to get it in the bowl. Ooh, that was close. You wanna try again?
Yeah.
There's your Jackson. Oh!
Blessed with Asia's newfound luck, we grab a cab and continue heading further northwest, up into the hills behind the Arashiyama bamboo forest. It is here that you will find my personal favorite, Otagi Nenbutsuji, one of Kyoto's most whimsical and spiritually rich temples. The small complex on a steep hillside is known for its 1,200 statues of disciples of Buddha, all with a unique expression and covered in moss and lichen. From the temple, you can walk downhill on Sagatorimoto Street, through a peaceful village lined on both sides with preserved houses from the Edo and Meiji periods. Just a few minutes down this road, there is another surreal temple, Adashino Nembutsuji. It has an open-air field with over 8,000 stones representing the souls of the dead. It is said to evoke Buddhist purgatory, where lost souls await salvation. If you want to really enjoy the bamboo forest, in this temple there is a small one that is incredible. It is a lot less crowded than the Arashiyama one down the hill, so make sure to stop by.
Hey, Yasha, we're almost done with the day. Come on, let's put on. I need a coffee break. I need to sit down now. Okay, babe. Okay, I'll look. Okay.
Alright, so we're taking a little cafe break. So we got a strawberry ice cream with lotus cracker. And then obviously I got my matcha latte. He got a Sapporo. Albie also ordered some mitarashi. Dango. That's what I said. Apparently this is like rice balls in a sweet soy sauce.
So
Actually, never had these before, so let's try. Oh, hot. Oh,
bit salty, bit sweet.
yeah.
By the time we make it all the way down to Togetsuki Bridge, I'm quite hungry. Time for dinner. This evening, we're eating at Donguri, a casual chain serving Okonomiyaki, a savory pancake of sorts.
Oh wait, let me zoom in on that. Potato and cheese are the best friends.
So the legend is true. Potato and cheese are the best friends.
That's crazy. There she is.
That's the big one.
Oh. That's what I'm
Because I'm
talking about.
Italian and I want to be cheesy with her. What do you say? Oh, good. I'm right, girl.
Wowzers.
Kyoto is also magical at night, so take your time, without hurry, explore it, sit down, breathe it in. Next to the center, Ponto-cho is a small scenic alley filled with many restaurants and bars. It is a bit touristy, but it is a nice short walk that runs parallel to the Kamo River, one of the main arteries of the city where people love to sit and chat. If you cross it, you will reach Gion, the entertainment district of Kyoto, famous for its geishas. You might spot a few walking at night here, but if you do, please make sure not to bother them. The citizens of Kyoto are understandably a bit fed up with tourists, so in order to respect the locals, it's better not to linger here for too long. Then we finally get to Yasaka-jinja, a magical shrine in the middle of the city, famous for its lanterns. I always make sure to come here at night as it feels even more special in the darkness. I hope you enjoyed this Kyoto episode. It was a bit different from the rest of the Watch Hunting series, but I really wanted to show you Kuoe and all the amazing places Kyoto has to offer. Let me know if you like more videos like this. But don't worry, we will be back shortly with more watch content and adventures.
Thank you so much for watching.